All right, you guys, I got to tell you something. It's time that people stop feeling bad about feeling bad and start using that information as a way to guide their lives. That's right. Fear, anger, guilt, sadness, loneliness, all that stuff is there to motivate you to do sometimes difficult things you need to do to start feeling happy and satisfied and motivated and have direction in your life. Now, one of the things I see get messed up all the time is the difference between anger and frustration. That's because anger and frustration feel the same way in the body. Now, some emotions feel very different. Obviously, joy, love, those things feel different than anger and frustration. Loneliness feels different than anger and frustration. But anger and frustration feel the same way in the body. It's very important you know the difference between these two because the way to satisfy both of those feelings are entirely different. Okay. Anger comes from the perception of that's not fair. That's not what we agreed on. That's not right. When we experience that perception, we are going to feel angry. And so, what's a satisfying response when we see something as not fair? Then we need to make fair. We need to talk to people, be assertive. If the problem is bigger than something we can handle, then we got to gather with like minded people and work together for fairness. Human beings, families, communities thrive in an environment of fairness. Now, frustration is completely different. You see, anger is that thing or that person or whatever is doing me wrong, and I need to make fair. But frustration feels the same way in the body. So, but the satisfying response is completely different. Frustration comes from trying to do something unsuccessfully. Try, fail, try, fail, try, fail. That creates frustration. So the frustration in your body is telling you try something else. Try something else. Maybe you got to be creative. Maybe you need to do some research. But what you're doing isn't working. So that's very different. Anger and frustration feel the same way in the body, but the cause is different and the satisfying responses are different. Anger, that's not fair. Satisfying response, try to make it fair. Frustration, what I'm doing isn't working. I need to try something different. Watch the finger work here. What you're doing is not fair. Okay? Frustration, what I'm doing isn't working. So when you can tell the difference between anger and frustration, what happens is your satisfying response is different so that you can do something that makes the situation better. If you're feeling frustrated because what you're doing isn't working and you try to make that other person treat you more fairly, do you see the disconnect? That's the disconnect. When we try to fix our frustration by making other people behave differently, blaming them, that doesn't work. If we look towards ourselves and say, oh, what I'm doing isn't working, then we can change our approach and we can start getting the satisfaction of getting whatever need, want, or desire fulfilled that we were feeling frustrated about. Okay, I just had to get that off my chest. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you like it, thumbs up, comment, tell me if you think I'm right or wrong. I'm always willing to change my perspective when confronted with new information. That's it. Cal Banyan, signing off.